Hello everyone, Tommy with Studio Sense here. Thanks for stopping by to check out today's video. I certainly hope it won't disappoint because today is all about the relaxed. You'll hear that term R&R quite a bit, rest and relaxation. In fact, one of the most common things to say in the workplace is, what you got planned this weekend? Gonna do anything fun? Or looking forward to the weekend? Makes me think of that 80s song by Loverboy. Remember that? Everybody's working for the weekend. What about you? Are you working for the weekend? If you do have any plans, whether you're curling up on the couch with a good book or you're gonna go hang out with friends, yesterday our focus was on business blues. Well, today I've got 10 awesome, relaxed, casual blues that are perfect for the weekend or really every day. That and more is coming your way, so stay tuned. Welcome back everyone. Sit back, relax, take a break, give yourself some R&R because today we're talking about rest and relaxation and the fragrances that go perfectly with any scenario or environment where you're able to just be yourself and have fun. Or if you just prefer to kick it around the house, the crib, the flat, or wherever you are, these are perfect for that as well. Just great for everyday wear. The first fragrance I'm showcasing for relaxed casual blues comes from the house of Kenzo with a very interesting advertising poster. It's like underwater and there's a rhinoceros along with Aqua Kenzo Pour Homme. Aqua Kenzo Pour Homme is not the aquatic fragrance that you're used to. It's got amber, tonka, apple, cedar, sesame, hazelnut, musk, patchouli, and sandalwood. Pretty much the formula. And did you notice I didn't say marine notes or aquatic notes? That's right. It's that brilliant concept that Kenzo often pioneers, and that is creating the approximation of a genre by combining specific notes that lead your olfactive senses in that direction. And that's what Aqua Kenzo Pour Homme does perfectly. Creates a lightly sweet, pleasant, ozonic, aquatic sensation through the use of all the aforementioned notes and does so brilliantly. One of the more accessible, definitely easy to wear casual fragrances in the blue genre, Aqua Kenzo Pour Homme. My next showcased or recommended fragrance for a relaxed casual blue comes from the house of Davidoff and very often featured or flankered line of fragrances. It's Cool Water Parfum. Now you would think that this would be in the list of business blues that I focused on yesterday, but what I like about Cool Water is it's always been kind of the king of casual fragrances in terms of accessibility. You can turn around in any department store and run into a bottle of Cool Water Intense, another variation of Cool Water. This is probably the most refined version of Cool Water, but that doesn't make it a business fragrance. Now you can definitely wear it in a business sense. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but still having the reputation of the king of casual fragrances in the blue genre, it's still being maintained to this day with the EDP version. Primavera lemon, pink pepper in that open. You've got Haitian vetiver in the heart, sandalwood in the base, and that curiously playful DNA that's always been, again, a casual king among fragrances. Plus this one just performs better and lasts as long as your favorite pair of jeans. Cool Water Parfum. Bringing us one of the more pleasant constituents of elemental fragrances for men in a relaxed casual blue is Mr. Burberry Element. Bitter almond, juniper, oak moss, and ambergris or ambroxan. The fragrance and the line itself has taken some criticism, has taken some hits, but is still, to me, one of the more easy to wear, relaxing, kind of modern blues. And most of these, in fact, came out in the last 2 years. I think 9 out of 10 of these fragrances that I'm featuring today have come out in the last couple of years. So you don't have to worry about it feeling modern or up to date or whether it's going to be able to come across as relaxed or casual, because that's the genre that it's definitely wanting to fit in, Mr. Burberry Element. By now, you may be already familiar with this next relaxed blue fragrance that I'm going to recommend or showcase. It's gotten kind of a name for itself for smelling like a version of, or at least a combination of, Versace Pour Homme and Chanel Allure Homme Sport, and that is Missoni Wave. The way that Missoni Wave really impresses is its use of floral notes to come across extremely masculine. One of the best examples of a modern aquatic aroma using fragrant notes like Egyptian pelargonium, vanilla orchid, rosemary, sage, lavender, among others. Missoni Wave is wearing many hats. It comes across as a relaxed fragrance. It comes across as a slightly sporty, energetic, youthful fragrance. and it comes across as a blue signature scent that you can wear on a daily basis. Super impressive, and that's the reason it's gaining in momentum and gaining in popularity. Check out, if you haven't already, Missoni Wave. Of course, can't forget Dolce & Gabbana when it comes to relaxed fragrances. There are a few that are better than the light blue line, but in particular, this one kind of stands above the rest in terms of all of the flankers that have been released, and that is Light Blue Forever, the very realistic grapefruit-centric fragrance. This is the kind of grapefruit smell that makes you want to travel to a beach or sit by a pool or just relax under the sun for a while and let your worries melt away. But what's most impressive is the performance. You would think that, like most citric fragrances, where it's great in the open and it kind of dissipates over time, this one actually is, like the grapefruit, is the life of the fragrance. Now, the new release, Light Blue Italian Love, features even better performance in my book, but this one kind of stays true to the grapefruit orientation without going green, and that's why in my mind it stays more true to the relaxed blue ideology that we're going for in this video. Can't really get much better than Light Blue Forever. Funny enough, in yesterday's video I talked about Acqua di Gio Profondo being a great business blue, but its brother Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights is a great relaxed blue. Not a ton of difference really, but there is enough of a difference to make a difference. With the addition of pink pepper and other notes, it's just brighter and a spicier blue aquatic fragrance. You're still getting that Profondo DNA, you're just getting a little bit more of a relaxed style, and again following along in that R&R kind of ideology, still boasting that same great performance. Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights. Kind of in tandem to the Business Blues video where I featured a Ralph Lauren fragrance, Polo Blue Parfum, there's a relaxed kind of version of that that comes in another flanker in the Polo line, and that is Polo Deep Blue Parfum. The difference between the two is very simply this one is a much more relaxed, casual fragrance because it features some notes that kind of play along those lines. You know, it's got this crystal fizz aroma chemical that's almost like a effervescent, bubbly kind of effect in the fragrance. It's like taking the same person and putting a suit on them. Well, you take them a bit more seriously, but you take that suit off, put a t-shirt and jeans, and suddenly they're relaxed and they're casual. That's what's happening in Polo Deep Blue Parfum. You've got Hawaiian green mango, grapefruit, bergamot. There's a good bit of ambroxan in the base, so combination of crystal fizz, ambroxan definitely carries this fragrance. And again, when you spray it on, you immediately feel like you've got this sense of relaxed celebration in a aquatic or marine blue fragrance. One of the more enjoyable blues in the Polo line, Ralph Lauren's Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Last year, a fragrance was released by John Varvatos in the XX line, and when I got my hands on it, I didn't really get a lot out of it in my first impressions, but honestly, some fragrances you have to spend a little bit of time with for them to be able to open up, or for you to be able to see how best they're going to be used. In my current experience with this fragrance, I can definitely see that I was a bit hasty, and this has turned out to be a really great, casual, relaxed blue. It is John Varvatos XX Indigo. The only thing I don't like about the fragrance, honestly, is the bling. For whatever reason, they put these little, like, fleur-de-lis. They're awkward. It's hard to hold when you're spraying. It kind of gets in the way of your hand. It's kind of easy to overlook, though, in lieu of the really nice aromatic blue fragrance that you're going to spray on. Now, this one features peppermint, lemon, and pink pepper. It's got Himalaya poppy and geranium in the heart, patchouli, vetiver, musk, with just a touch of creamy cardamom in the heart and the base as well. A really nice addition to the relatively new XX line, and a great blue fragrance for relaxed casual wear. John Varvatos XX Indigo. Now, I've said Davidoff Cool Water is the king of casual blue fragrances, but in this land there can be more than one king. There can be several. There's no hierarchy of ruling factions in this land. We're just all working together. This particular fragrance is also a king of casual fragrances, and I'm very pleased that when it was reformulated this year, that they did a really good job. They stayed true to the Y DNA, Yves Saint Laurent's Y. You've all heard the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, I was concerned, as many of you were concerned, that the reformulation would break the original scent profile or DNA in some way, and thankfully it did not. It's everything that you liked about Y, except a little bit more oomph or power involved. And I think that they took some geranium, because it feels like there's a more of a powerful geranium punch in the fragrance that actually elongates it a bit, creates better performance than the original. Thankfully, not all reformulations are a negative, and they don't always have to take away from your original experience, and I feel like that's the case with the new Y, and therefore it still stands as one of the best casual kings of men's blue fragrance. The next relaxed blue that I can definitely recommend is one of the best out there since 2019 when it was originally launched. In fact, the entire line is great, but I personally really enjoy this one. It is Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo Urban Feel. Now you might be thinking, well, why didn't you use Casual Life? It's built into the name. It's a casual fragrance. Well, I do really like Casual Life. It's just a bit too close to the Uomo DNA. It's got that sweetness about it. It's got that almost near gourmand kind of scent profile, but it's also a great casual fragrance too. I just like the direction that this one is going in, and honestly, this one projects a lot more and I feel like lasts a lot longer than does Casual Life. It's just the way the notes are combined, similar to Acqua Kenzo Pour Homme and Missoni Wave. It's taking this combination of notes to create this overall experience that's just great for an inexpensive designer fragrance. You've got sage, you've got sea salt, you've got bergamot. There's in the base, you've got ambroxan, labdanum, frankincense, and patchouli, and that's where the real power comes from, because it's just this really heavy, pungent, almost pine-oriented kind of scent at first, but then over time you get a little bit of that salty. It takes on this kind of a little bit of an air of an aquatic fragrance, but overall just a great relaxed blue signature scent. So definitely check this one out if you haven't already. Fantastic fragrance for, again, the price. Uomo Urban Feel. But again, not taking anything away from Casual Life or the entire Uomo line. If you can get it, own it. Definitely own it. Well guys, that's a wrap on my 10 relaxed blues fragrances that are absolutely perfect for the weekend, getting together with friends, or just hanging out with yourself. Doesn't matter. These are perfect for the casual situation or just everyday wear for a relaxed signature scent. If you already own any of these, let me know what your experience is like with them or what your favorites are, or if there are other relaxed blues out there that belong in this list, let us know what those are as well in the comments below. As always, thanks so much for stopping by to check out today's video, and thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.